What's up, everyone? This is Destroyer229, and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 3 FES. Last time, we went through our first actual exploration into Tartarus, beyond just the second floor. We were kind of nuts and stayed in there for quite a bit of time while being tired, but in the end, we managed to get a new persona in the form of Nekomata, which will be helpful, trust me. In this episode, we are feeling extremely fatigued, and it's about time we went home. So let's go ahead and return to the dorm. Because we lost Junpei, we lost Yukari, and it's a very bad idea to go in alone, especially tired. And then it's Sunday. And I'm still feeling tired, which is really bad because the thing that I needed to be tired for is only available in school. So yeah, I'm just gonna have to wait it out, which sucks, but whatever. So for Sunday, we don't necessarily have access to a lot of things. There are a few different things that we can potentially do on Sunday, but some of those things just haven't been unlocked yet. A lot of our social links are also not available because they're only available at school, and then Hierophant is not available on Sunday. So what exactly are we going to be doing today? Well, the first thing I'm going to do is head on over to Polonia Mall and sell off all the extra equipment I got. So I'm going to head on over there really quick. Oh, by the way, if you do leave the dorm, which we will, if you head back inside, that will take up your entire day. So if you leave and then come back, that's your entire day spent right there. So yeah, if you leave the dorm, don't go back inside. Alright, so I'm gonna head over to Polonia Mall and sell off my things. So I'll meet you guys back at the world map. Alright, so now that I have sold off all my equipment, got a little bit more money, today we are heading back to Port Island Station. What are we doing today? Well, we are once again going to the movies. There really isn't any other place that we can go to help increase our courage. However, since it's the same 3 movies, we're gonna go ahead and spend our day here. Because god dang it, we need that courage boost. Hooray! Okay, there is actually one thing that I want to do before we leave the dorm again.
Where have you been?
Watching a movie. And I want to go ahead and try using the restroom. Since we are tired, this may help us get out of being tired, which is something I'm going to want to do. And heck, we might even be able to get some free academics today if we're successful. Survey says... Yes! Hooray! I'm feeling good. That means we can get some studying done today. Alright, however, we are not going to be going back to Tartarus. Our party members are still going to be tired, so we'll just give them the night off. Instead, we're going to head back to Polonia Mall and sing some karaoke. It's a hard life for a high school student, going to the mall and singing karaoke. But you know what? Someone's got to do it. And it may as well be Minato Arisato. For our courage! Yay! Of course, no courage rank up boost. We did level up in courage recently, so I'm not expecting to level it up again anytime soon. But we are feeling good. That means we can study. If we are feeling tired, it's not necessarily a bad thing in terms of courage, but it will be a bad thing because I want to go to Tartarus tomorrow. So, what do I get? Feeling good. Okay, so we're going to forsake the courage, and instead we're going to be not quite screwed in Tartarus. Works for me. Day moves on, and now it's the 27th. Oh boy, more gossip! Oh, another one? Really? That seems to be a recurring thing. Well, if it gets out of doing schoolwork, I guess I can be bored for a little bit. There are worse things that can happen.
We'll now begin this morning's assembly. First, our principal has some words he'd like to share with you. Please give him a warm welcome.
Thank you.
What's the deal with the assembly? You think it's about the recent incidents?
Who cares?
I kind of doubt it.
The principal doesn't know anything about the shadows anyway. I just hope this doesn't take too long.
I know. His speeches always drag.
Today, I'd like to tell you about my vision for this school year. As you are aware, strange incidents have been reported on the news lately. It is my firm belief that none of you are involved. However, if we want to better our school, then we all need to accept responsibility for change. Dig deep down inside and tap into your imaginations. But don't lose touch with reality. As they say, there's no use crying over spilt milk. This is the key to reaping all the rewards that school has to offer.
Boring.
Wait a minute. Doesn't this remind you of Mitsuru Senpai's speech?
Kind of.
Yeah, you're right. What's up with that?
Simple, he doesn't want to be outshined by Mitsuru. Well, we got through it, and now it's time for lunch. And you know what that means. We get interrupted by Mitsuru. Hi! Oh, okay. A special request? Alright. See you later, Mitsuru. And then school continues. This is a long school day. Oh boy! I like Miss Miyahara. She can't teach worth crap, but at the very least she's entertaining. It equals 1. Or 2. What I'm getting at is math is fun. Oh boy, we actually get to answer, instead of answering for Junpei. Let's see, when numbers were invented, that would be about 6,000 years ago. That was more of a history question than a math question, but you know what, I'll take it. I get charm. And that's all that matters. Oh, no problems, Mitsuru. Oh, wait, really? I'm too lazy. Why all of a sudden? But why me? I guess, but being leader of student council and being leader of the Tartarus explorations, kind of two different things. But I do see what you're getting at. Alright then. Isn't that a bit presumptuous? Okay. So yes, this does open up a new set of social links. No, it's alright, Mitsuru. I understand. Alright. So yes, if we go and talk to Miss Toriumi, then we will be able to gain access to a few social links. Primarily, there is one, but it does open up a way to another one later on. But that is not what we're doing today. Today, we are spending time at the Kendo team. So, what's up, Kaz? How's it going? Oh, Kaz, you slacker. That's right. Let's go ahead and head on over to Kendo practice. Alright. I swear, I would have loved to have been in this sort of... I would have been really involved in sports if this was available in my high school. I swear. Toughen up. You do need to answer that, by the way. That was the correct response. Now here it doesn't matter. So, you know, I've been involved in special training. Sounds like fun. Thou art I, and I am thou. Thou hast found thyself a new rival. Not all of these are going to be hilarious, I admit. Ranku up. As if the other one was funny. Well, anyway, we at least reached level 2 with Chariots. It's not a big deal. What's wrong? Oh no. Dude, don't push yourself too hard, man. Well, if you think you're gonna be alright then. By the way, that last choice, it didn't matter. Hey, it's Yuko. Hey, Yuko, what's up? You wanna go home together? No, alright. See ya. Figured it may as well ask. Well, we finished that up, and it is now evening.
Sup, dude?
Hey, Junpei. Yep, she did. Yeah, you're calling me a slacker, Junpei. Well, it is the evening of the 27th, which means it's time we go to Tartarus. Just in case, how's everyone doing? Oh, shoot. Yeah, who's not feeling good? Good, okay. Yukari's oh, shoot, that's bad. Oh, great, Junpei's sick. But, thankfully, what we need Yukari for this. So, it sucks that Junpei's feeling sick, but we need to go to Tartarus. Okay, this is going to be really interesting. But we do need Yukari for this. We desperately need Yukari for this. Junpei, it doesn't really matter as much. By the way, can I have Junpei join the party? We can in theory. Alright. So we don't necessarily need Junpei for this. I would like him to still be part of the party. This is going to be especially, let me check Junpei's status. I think his persona is weak to wind, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Oh, and he's one experience away from leveling up, but he still wouldn't have Agi. Okay, so we're not gonna have Junpei join the party for this one, which is good because this boss would flat out wreck Junpei. Now, before we get going, there is something that's absolutely unique about the main character. And that's the fact that we can actually equip him with different weapons. Yukari and Junpei can only use one type of weapon each, but our character can have multiple types of weapons. He can wield almost any weapon type. There are a few weapon types that he won't be able to equip himself with, but for the most part, the main character can equip himself with a lot of different types of weapons. Now, what we're doing today is we are taking on the 5th floor Tartarus boss. This is going to be a bit of a tough fight, but we desperately needed Yukari for this. Yukari above all else we need for this fight. Okay, what I also want... Oh, shoot. Well, this is... Okay, it's not necessarily too bad. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and equip Nekomata. And now, we move on. This is going to be fun.
The enemy is stronger than you're accustomed to. Proceed with caution.
Meet our first set of Tartarus bosses, the Venus Eagles.
Roger.
Now for the bosses, I have done quite a bit of research on any sort of bosses in these games. So I will be giving out what it is that these things are capable of, as well as their weaknesses. So, the Venus Eagles. Yukari, I want you to be on Act Freely. The Venus Eagles, they are weak to pierce, they absorb fire, and they null wind, light, and dark. So you can see why I wanted Yukari for this.
The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
And why I also equip myself with a bow. Because I need to make sure I knock these guys down. Now this is can be a very easy fight. They also have different wind skills. They can use a slash attack as well as Garu and Magaru. So Junpei would be a very bad choice to go with. Yukari, I'm gonna have you still be up. You attack next, so... yeah, we'll just keep on going with that.
You exploited the enemy's
And we've
weakness.
knocked them all down.
Here's our chance for an all-out attack.
Let's get them. Now, Garu are the wind skills, and Magaru is an area of effect wind skill. Oh, shoot, Yukari, that's not what I wanted you to do. Ugh. Thank goodness they used Garu on Yukari. And yeah, that's kind of why I said it, because Mitsuru can't exactly tell you anything about them. So yeah, Magaru is an area wind damn it. Is an area wind spell, which is very bad, because then it attacks all of us. Garu on Yukari, that's perfectly alright. And again on Yukari, thank you. Thank you for doing that. Because Yukari can resist that easily.
The enemy is vulnerable. Attack.
Okay, this should...
You exploited the enemy's
That should
weakness.
knock them down. I don't think this is gonna finish them. Now, if you see our characters knock out, then that means that none of the enemies died from it. The all-out attack. Uh-oh. Ugh.
Hakuba is in danger.
Shoot. Okay, Yukari. Heal.
All right.
Just in case I don't finish these things off. Alright, down goes one.
Be careful. Hakuba
And
is badly
down. Damn it! Well, that works. Thanks, Yukari.
Close. You need to do better.
Alright, and for our trouble, we get the Empress's Mask. And in addition... Wait, did Yukari not level up from that? Did you seriously not level up? No, she did. Yeah, for whatever reason, whenever you kill a boss, it doesn't show like your allies leveling up. Alright, so now she has Garu, which is really nice. Even though Mitsuru doesn't tell you what the enemies are weak to, it's still a good idea to examine it because your allies will still know what to do. Now for that, we got a bead chain, which is very, very nice. Whenever you finish off a Tartarus boss, they always leave a very good item. A bead chain fully restores the entire party's HP. The Empress Masks are valuable items that we can sell for money later. Now that we've taken care of those three, though, we can head back down to the ground floor and recover our HP. So as you can see, that Tartarus boss really isn't that difficult, but it is a very bad idea to bring Junpei along. Speaking of which, Junpei, you're coming with us. You need experience, Junpei. Alright, the only thing I'm really hoping for is he doesn't get himself killed. Because I really don't want to waste a revival bead. But, Junpei needs the experience. If he doesn't get involved in this, then he's just gonna fall a lot further behind. Admittedly, I do have an idea for the main party, and Junpei isn't necessarily a part of that. But I still want to raise up Junpei's level regardless. Because we're still going to be using Junpei a lot early on, and I still want to have Junpei leveled up. Because there are going to be some cases where I will bring Junpei in as opposed to someone from the main party. Alright, there's a chest right there. But there's also a shadow here. Let's get him!
Da-da-da-da! Junpei is leveled up!
Alright, Junpei. An odd morsel. Yeah, whenever I get those types of items in chests, more often than not, I'm probably going to sell them because I don't use those items. They have a chance of inflicting a status ailment, although they do recover HP. But honestly, if I was just going to recover HP, I may as well just use medicine or use Dia. Ooh. That is an interesting thing. When you see a shadow that has that icon over its head, it means it's distressed. Which means that we are a lot higher leveled than what the shadow is. So yeah, we're kind of doing pretty well for ourselves. Now, there is a certain goal that I want to achieve today. Today, I want to reach level 6, as well as reach floor 10. Ooh, a new shadow.
Enemy detected. Strike
The
first.
Obsessed Cupid.
Roger. I'll attempt to
Alright, I'm just
analyze
gonna run
the
up and
enemy.
stab it.
Help me!
Alright. That is right. Yukari learned Garu.
That was easy.
Which is very nice, because now she can actually utilize skills to attack. And that means I don't have to constantly be the one that uses up all my SP. Alright, so if we continue onward, I do have that set goal in mind though, because once again, there is going to be a point that I want to have a high level. I need to make a persona, and this is where I would want to at the very... Well, this is where I really need Nekomata. But I need to be one level higher because I need to get a new persona. So, here's the training. Now, as we are going through Tartarus, there is something that I do kind of want to talk about. Just basically as something for me to discuss as we're making our way through the labyrinth. And that's the fact that Persona typically takes a lot of different elements from many different mythologies. Now, of course, there's no way that I would want to go over each and every single one of the Personas, because that's dozens of mythologies, and that's honestly something I don't really have an interest or the time for. But I do want to talk about a few common interests. Well, there are the stairs. A few common things that you wouldn't necessarily get otherwise, that Persona takes from. Mostly in terms of Cs. Since you can analyze, like, your own Personas and get a little bit of history from them, I'm going to go ahead and give a little bit of history based on the different Personas and things that are related to mythology with that regard. Now, in today's history lesson, I'm going to go ahead and talk about Orpheus and Tartarus. Since both of them do have... Get away from me. Since both of them do have ties to the same mythology. Cs uses a lot in terms of Greek mythology. So a lot of these types of personas and places do have similar characteristics. Gold shadow, gold shadow, gold shadow, gold shadow, yes! Don't run away! Don't run away!
That's a rare form. Teach it a lesson.
You bet I will! Damn it. Problem with gold shadows. They run away very easily, but they also have very high evasion. They also have crap for defense. So if you can get an attack in, it basically takes them out in one shot.
That was easy.
And for defeating a gold shadow, we get the wealth coin. Like I was about to go to a history lesson, and then I get distracted by a gold shadow. The wealth coin is similar to the Empress's mask, in which its primary purpose is to be sold. You can get a lot of money by getting these types of items. And it's very much in your best interest... Ooh, a camo shirt. It's very much in your best interest to get those... Find any sort of gold shadows and take them out as quickly as possible. Because they do drop something else later on, and it ticks me off to no end. But we'll get there when we get there. So, the history lesson. Today we are going to go over Orpheus and Tartarus. Now, Orpheus does come up into a few different types of stories in Greek mythology. Orpheus is a musician, a very talented musician who can charm pretty much anything with his own music. He can charm any human, any creature, even inanimate objects, and could even sway the gods with how good he was playing the lyre. He is in a few different mythological tales, including Jason and the Argonauts, but his most notable story is, of course, the descent into Hades. believe it's called like the death of Euripides or something like that. Something of that nature. Now, how the story goes is that Orpheus was married to this woman, Euripides, or something like that. I can't exactly remember how to correctly pronounce her name. However, she ends up dying due to some ailment. There are a few different versions of the story, like a snake biting her at her heel and she dies of poison. There are a few different ways that it happened, but basically, she ends up dying and going to the underworld. And Orpheus becomes incredibly grieved at her passing. So what he does is that he tries to bring her back from Hades. He descends into the underworld and tries to bring her soul back from the dead. So Orpheus makes his descent into Hades, and he makes a deal with Hades himself. That if he could charm... Oh shoot, this is bad. This is bad! This is really freaking bad! Now, he makes a deal with Hades that if he can basically charm him, then Hades will allow Orpheus's wife to return to the land of the living. And Orpheus succeeds in this matter. He wins the bet. He's able to successfully charm the god of the underworld with his music. So Hades allows Orpheus's wife to return to the land of the living on one condition. The condition is that she has to follow him back to the land of the living, and Orpheus cannot look back. He cannot look back to see his wife. If he does, she will disappear. Orpheus accepts the terms, and he makes his way out of Hades with his wife behind him. And now I'm tired. So, back to the story. So, Orpheus and his wife return to the land of the living. However, once Orpheus steps into the land of the living, he decides to turn back. For whatever reason, it changes. Some say like he was afraid that she disappeared behind him. Some may say like he was, maybe he got a little bit anxious to turn around. But he does end up turning around, but his wife is still in the underworld. And so he turns around only to see his wife for a brief moment before she disappears and returns to the underworld. So that is the story that Orpheus is most well known for. And honestly, I would like to not get into a fight because I still need to level up. How close am I? And I'm tired, and I don't want Yukari to be tired, and then I have to go in here alone. So yeah, that is the most well-known story of Orpheus. But he is mentioned in different places in Greek mythology as well. That's just the most well-known case. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, if you do manage to get caught by a shadow, if you go far enough away, they will just kind of forget you existed. And so then you can go right up and stab them. Now what's nice is that if you don't want to get into a battle, if you get a first strike and choose to run away, your escape will be guaranteed. You will be able to escape no matter what. So yeah, if you don't want to really fight things, make sure you still sneak up on them. And now we've reached the 10th floor. The 10th floor is once again another checkpoint and another set of Tartarus bosses. We'll not be facing them today. Instead, we will go ahead and head back to the entrance. Junpei did a pretty good job staying well equipped for what he was able to do. However, I do still need a little bit more experience before I can go ahead and call it a day. So I'm gonna head back, heal, and I'll meet you guys back on the 5th floor. So now that we've gone over kind of the history of Orpheus, I want to go over what the actual mythological significance of Tartarus is, since Tartarus is also related to Greek mythology. Tartarus is, in its simplest terms, is the Greek version of hell. That's about as simple as you can get it, and I kind of just want to walk away from these battles so I can actually get my thoughts out. Tartarus is a realm that exists far below Earth and the underworld. Essentially, there are a few different planes of existence in Greek mythology. You have the realm of the gods in Olympus, you have Earth, you have the underworld, Hades, and then you have Tartarus. Tartarus was a place of imprisonment, originally designed as a banishment of the Titans, as well as any creatures that the Titans and later the gods banished. However, it later served as a place of banishment for regular human beings as well. Now, Tartarus is mentioned in many different places. It is basically just a place well below even that of the underworld. A place of eternal torment. A place of eternal pain and agony. Not exactly a very nice place. So you can see that when I say it's basically the Greek version of hell, that is essentially what it is. There are a lot of similarities between Tartarus and that of the Judean Christian hell. So, yeah. This place that we're exploring, Tartarus isn't a tower. It's hell. It is quite literally hell. So, yeah. That's basically all the history that I wanted to go over. There are a lot of other things that Persona makes reference to. And so when it comes time to it with C's or anything else that's somewhat important with the story, I will kind of do a brief little history lesson on that, just to kind of pass the time. But since that's really it for the history lesson, time to do some training. I'll meet you guys when something interesting happens, or I'm finished.
Keep up the good work.
Ooh! I was wondering where this persona was, and this is a persona that I really need. So go through shuffle time, and we have gotten Angel. This is a persona that I needed to have in order to get what I wanted to do, and the reason why I'm trying to grind all the way to level 6. So yeah, very nice that I was able to do that, and that way I have more options in terms of fusions. So yay! Oh my!
Enemy detected.
This is bad. This is really freaking bad. Grave Beetle!
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy.
Yeah. This is bad. This is bad. New enemy! Kind of what happens when you go after small shadows. Small shadows means that there's a small number of them. Sometimes, small numbers mean that they are really freaking powerful. And this is really bad because both Yukari and I are tired.
Help me!
That did quite a bit. Yes! Thank you, Yukari!
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
You know what? Sure, we'll go for it.
Let me at him!
Doesn't finish him off, but at the very least, we do deal a lot of damage to him. Oh, that was barely anything.
Roger. I'll attempt
Okay,
to
Mitsuru, analyze. I do have Angel, and Angel has Garu. But I think I'm gonna stick to Nekomata and heal myself. I can leave Yukari to actually dealing damage.
You can do it!
I can leave Yukari to that, and then I can be the healer. Or,
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
she's just going to use Garu again, which actually would probably be a good thing, so no.
So.
Yukari!
It.
Ah! I would have just gone with the all-out attack if that's what you were gonna do.
Thanks!
Use wind. The
Okay,
enemy is
strong against electricity. Uh-oh.
I
Ugh!
can do it!
Damn it, Yukari! I need you to go all out. Okay, well, whatever. let's go ahead and switch to Angel then, because both Yukari and I are doing well. And use Garu. Oh, goodness gracious.
You struck the enemy's
And now we can finish him off. Let's go for it. Goodness gracious, that really scared me. Oh my.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Well, I wonder what the shuffle time is going to be. Well, at the very least, it gives me experience. Thank goodness. Because experience is based off a multiplier. So it gives me quite a bit. Believe me, 10 is quite a bit for this part of the game. Now, how much more do I need? 5. Okay, we're almost there. Alright, and with that battle, we are now level 6. So now that I've grinded my way up to this point, now all I gotta do is find an exit. Alright, so I'll meet you guys back on the ground floor. And hopefully I don't die. Alright, well, we survived another Tartarus trip. Don't worry, not all of my Tartarus trips are insane like that. Though, granted, there are going to be a lot of insane trips to Tartarus. Mostly how I'm playing through this is that I'm trying to maximize my amount of time here in Tartarus, while trying to maximize my skill progression. So that way my stats get increased as much as possible early on. And that way I'll have a lot of time later to just leisurely go through Tartarus. Now, the reason why I need to be level 6 is that there is another persona that I need to have. That includes Angel and Pixie. What I need is the persona Aramitama. And I could get Dia. I think Aramitama might actually be able to get Garu. Patra. So let me try this a little bit to see if I can try to give him Garu. I'm not going to try too long, and I'm just going to go ahead and skip a bit of this. And if I can't get it, I can't get it. Okay, I tried. I can't get it. I think he can get Garu, but whatever. Dia's fine. So yes, we do need Aramitama for the Chariot Arcana. There is a reason for this, and I didn't explain this when I made Nekomata, but there are various points in Social Links where we need a persona. Having a persona, not necessarily equipped, but a persona in your repertoire allows you to gain bonus affinity points whenever you are in a social link. Whenever you're progressing through a social link and you have a persona of the matching arcana with you, it will give you more points with, like, affinity if you choose the right answer, or just hanging out with them in general. There are, pretty much for most of the time you're hanging out with people, you want to have a persona of the matching arcana. For the first couple of rank ups, it's not necessary. I have no idea where the emphasis was on there. It's not necessary to have the persona with you. But very soon we will need both a matching persona for Magician and Chariot. Hence why I wanted to be level 6 and have Aramitama. We're going to need Aramitama very soon. And we're also going to need Nekomata very soon, which is why I've been going about and just grinding in Tartarus for a lot. If you don't want to do this, then you will need to space out the time that you spend out training with the times that I've just gone out and sang karaoke. I would recommend not substituting it for when you go to the arcade, just because the arcade is very important to go as often as possible. So, with all that explanation taken care of, that will do it for this episode. So, next time on Let's Play Persona 3 FES. We're gonna once again head back to the dorm and continue our school life. I don't believe we're gonna be heading back to Tartarus anytime soon, at least for a little while. So, yeah, we'll be able to have Yukari and Junpei recover by the next time we go back to Tartarus. So, yay, I won't have Junpei being sick on me. So until next time, everyone, take care.